All right, hi, I'm Clyde, and I'm here with Aran, the designer of Freqtube. I was lucky enough to catch up with them this year at NAMM, and their new product is it's something special. So I had to bring them on for a quick interview. So welcome.
Great, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so Freqport is a new company basically building in-the-box analog hardware, and I'd love to know how the designer yourself would describe the product.
So what we've done is we're really bringing analog into your door, and we're doing that by developing hardware that actually runs as plugins in your door. So as traditional plugins are all DSP based and they're just mathematical equations that are actually processing the sound, we're doing the processing on real analog hardware, but you use it just like a normal plugin.
Okay, so it's a true analog tube saturation unit, and how is it processing the audio?
So essentially what we've developed over these several years of developing is a kind of a stable platform that really gets the audio from your normal workflow out into the analog and then back into your computer again after it's been processed in analog, under the hood as it were. So it's invisible to you that all that's happening. There's no real special setup that's needed with your sound card or anything complicated like that. You just plug the box in with USB. And yeah, our architecture is what we've developed to make that all happen.
That was actually one of my questions too, was how we're going to plug it into our system, because it is 4 channels of saturation, right? So it can all just connect through USB-C. We don't need a bunch of cables or anything.
Yeah, that's right. So you just quite simply, when you purchase the product, you install, we just have an installer, you install the software, and then when you want to use the product, you just plug it in with a single USB cable into the computer. Obviously, there's the power for the hardware as well. Other than that, you just load the plugin within the door. So you'll find in your normal selection of plugins, you'll find our plugin, and you can load that up, multiple instances of that plugin. Now, when that plugin's loaded, you can select which tubes you want to be associated with that particular instance that you've just loaded. And as you may be aware, if there's 4 tubes in the product, like our product, then you can have up to 4 instances running of 1 tube per instance, or 2 stereo instances, or any other combination like 2 mono and 1 stereo, for example. Yeah. So yeah, it's really as simple as that. And when you save your project, you get all the benefits of total recall on your analog equipment. So the FT1 will recall all of the analog parameters that you've set as part of your song, or you can save the presets and recall them later as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's sort of a game changer for in-the-box producers, and especially at this price point, right? Something like this on mastering gear would normally be thousands of dollars at the lowest point. So it's something special for sure.
Yeah, that's right. We absolutely haven't compromised on anything with this. So you'll find the converters 32-bit ESS pro level converters. The noise floor on this thing is super low. We would suggest it's lower than any pro gear for tubes and using any other method that you can almost find anywhere. That's because we've got the benefit of having all the conversion and the analog circuitry all within the one box, a shielded box, so we get super low noise because of that. So yeah.
Awesome. And the last question is, with all these 4 channels, are we able to automate the channels of the plugin and in turn the hardware all separately?
Yes, that's right. So when you load an instance, that's associated with a particular tube, and all of the parameters for that one instance and that one tube then, or if you've got 2 tubes, those 2 tubes, they're all independent from each other. So, they're not shared across the global or anything like that. They're all totally independent, as though it was a totally independent instance.
Yeah, wow. So it's basically like having 4 separate units just available all in one. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And all the circuitry associated, the analog circuitry that you see within the plugin, all of that circuitry is duplicated 4 times in the product. So it's not like there's no kind of weird conditional things that mean you can't do that if you've loaded that, or anything shared across. They can be all completely independent.
Well, a big thanks to Aran. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to get your hands on one, their website will be linked in the description. I appreciate you taking the time, Aran, and I'm pumped for everyone to receive their units and see what they can do with them. Cheers.
No worries. Great. Thanks. See you later.